Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to another Duo Group Ironman progress video. In the last video, I got level 99 Slayer, and I decided the next 99 I'm going to go for is going to be smithing, because the goal, for now at least, is to max. After I finished up with Slayer, I went to Blast Furnace to make all the ores I can make into bars. We got from level 88 to 94 in the last video, and here's what the ores/bars tab looks like. And so this video, we're going to be getting 99 smithing, probably mostly through Foundry. Maybe I'll make some dart tips here and there, but the reason why I specifically want to do Foundry is, first off, it's way more XP per hour. Like, it should be, I think, 180k XP per hour compared to like 50k XP per hour making dart tips, and because you get way more smithing XP per bar. So here's the banked XP plugin. I don't think it has like a Giant's Foundry calculator, but if I were to make all these into dart tips or any kind of like bar anvil items, I would get 2.8 mil XP, which would not in fact be enough to get me to 99. However, I'm going to enter those ores into the Giant's Foundry calculator on OSR's portal, just the addy and myth bars, the amount I have, and we'll see how much XP this could be if you used all these bars at Foundry. Remember, with like 3 times higher XP per hour as well. Okay, I mean, you could make plate bodies out of them for faster XP per hour, but on an Ironman, like, I guess myth bars don't do much, but addy darts are at least somewhat useful. Oh no, it says, okay, so for like the banked bars, it's still under development, so we can't figure that out. But we'll just go to target and we'll see for level 99 smithing, how many bars using mithril and using addy. I'm gonna see what it'd be like if we used 18 myth and 10 addy. It'd be 6.2k myth bars and 3.4k addy bars. If we were to do 14, it'd be about 4.5k of each. Okay, actually, it'll show the time spent here. So 27 hours if we did 50-50, but if I used a bit more of the myth bars, instead of 27 hours, it would be, wait, what? 24 hours. Okay, I guess that's even more reason then to do the 18 myth to 10 addy. Wow. And yeah, so you could see this is like barely any bars compared to what I have, 30k and 20k. Or just using 6k and 3.4k, like, damn. I think this is a pretty good way to visualize how OP Giant's Foundry is for saving supplies on an Ironman for smithing. And you get GP each time you create a sword. And I guess we're expected to earn 10 mil GP from doing this. Wow. For now, though, it's about dinner time, and I'm just gonna go AFK woodcut and maybe do some fishing later, and also have to do my birdhouse and contracts because the servers have been down for like the whole day today. I know the videos are kind of far behind, but I didn't get to do any of those today. 96 woodcutting. Man, the number of AFK skills I can train are kind of like running out. I just started to realize that right now. Once I know what the woodcutting is like. Whoa. Alright, it is time to go to the POH and dust off this outfit, the Smith's uniform. By the way, I don't know if I showed this before, but there's a plugin called POH Storage, and you could filter out certain like types of sets or partial sets in your POH. So you see I have these options at the top. And you can see I'm not showing the empty sets, and I think it really removes a lot of the clutter. And this is for everything in the costume room. The plugin is very customizable. It's nice there's a minigames teleport that takes you straight here. And here's my armor I have equipped. I have the Smith's uniform, which inside of Giant's Foundry, it effectively speeds up your progress by about 15% overall, or it speeds up your XP per hour by 15%, depending on how you want to look at it. And outside of Foundry, when you're smithing on an anvil, the outfit makes you smith 1 tick faster. And outside of getting 99 smithing, another goal is to complete the collection log for Giant's Foundry. And then there's stuff that isn't on the collection log, the molds, which I already have all the molds unlocked. Wait a sec, I have 4,000 reputation already, so I could just buy ore pack, buy smithing catalyst, buy double ammo mold. Okay, now the only thing I have left for the collection log is the colossal blade, which is 5,000 reputation. I forgot how much reputation you get per hour, but obviously we're gonna get way before getting 99. Now the collection log is looking a lot more filled in. What do we get from the ore pack? Wow. I'm going to convert all my GP into platinum tokens, and then we'll just see how much GP I make this video from Giant's Foundry. I know it said 10 mil, but we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way and check to see if it really is 10 mil. As they say in the industry, trust but verify. Like I was saying before, I'll be doing 18 myth and 10 addy bars per sword, and I'm gonna shift right click the mithril bars and make the left click be withdraw 18, and then make the left click for the addy bars be withdraw 10. So now when I just left click, I'll get the perfect amount. Actually, I guess you don't even have to do all that. You could just make it withdraw X and then just click, and then of course the rest of your inventory will still be filled up by the addy bars. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm gonna be a bit rusty, but probably after like 1 or 2 swords, I'll know exactly what I'm doing again. By the way, this plugin, Easy Giants Foundry, you need it for this. It makes everything so brainless here. It like highlights everything. It shows you the exact best mold to use for each of these sections here. Like it shows you where to stand. Everything's color coded for when you need to move around. There's like the actions left, heat left. Like it's so in-depth and detailed for this. It's amazing. It's like everything you could ever hope for Foundry. You're gonna get slightly different rewards for each sword depending on like what you're told to make in the mold. But just for an example, from this first mold, we'll hand the sword in and we get 15k XP. It was a very slow sword, as you could see, 10 minutes, but I'm just kind of like recording and trying to remember what to do. The amount of reputation you get is just whatever the quality is, so that would be 145 quality. And then the GP is just double the XP. I didn't know that before, so that makes sense then, that we're gonna get, where'd the GP go? Oh, it goes right into the bank. Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense that we're gonna get 10 mil because I'm like 5 mil XP off 99. I guess I don't really have to keep track of that then. Is that a good title for the video? Total swords made in the Giants Foundry, 194. Yeah, it's perfect. You really don't need graceful or stamina potions or anything here. I'm gonna run around a bit just to show you an example. But when you turn your sword in, it restores your run back to full. So like there's no reason at all to worry about run. It seems like I get around 30k GP for the swords I turn in. I'm curious if you would profit or lose GP on a normie account if these are the bars that you're using. So you'd probably lose a little bit of GP. But the smithing XP is very nice. Actually, no, you would still profit overall because of the reputation. You can buy the ore packs, so you should profit. I just took a little break to do some fishing, and there is level 95. And I'm still committed to getting 99 fishing through minnows. So far, so good. And that is 2225 total. Not too many of those milestones left either, huh? I guess just 2250 and 2275. I also want to mention that you can use like items like rune plate bodies or plate legs, for example, for Giants Foundry. But if you do that, it counts as 1 bar less than the actual item. So if you use like myth plate bodies, it counts for 4 mithril bars instead of 5 mithril bars in Foundry. And basically, in the end, what it comes down to is that you'd be better off just bringing your bars straight to Giants Foundry rather than making them into plate bodies or plate legs or something and then bringing those here. You get more XP overall by just straight up using the bars here. I think the default for the waterfall and the lava pool, and we reset the swap. Yeah, by default, it's just heat, which is really slow. So you want to swap the left click to be dunk instead. And the same thing for the waterfall, you want to be quench. So that way it's faster to cool or heat stuff. This sword is going to give us the first smithing level of the video, level 95. Today's video is sponsored by me. I somewhat recently got channel memberships enabled on my channel, so if you've ever wanted to monetarily support the channel, the option is there. You'll get a badge next to your name of a mudkip in great pain, and also emotes you can use in comments. The more channel members we have, the more emotes I can add, and I'll just say I'm sitting on a stockpile of them. That's not even all of them, by the way. Because we have a decent amount of channel members now, we got some new emotes coming in approximately 10 seconds. And it turns out we have space for 5 new emotes, or I guess they call them emojis on YouTube. So we now have OWO, Aw, Cozy, Emo, and the fan favorite, Swag. That's me. More importantly though, I want to take this time to thank you for watching the videos because that's really the most important thing to me, and it's really cool that you want to just watch me play the game. I really appreciate that. This video is going up on Christmas, so before we get back to the video, I just wanted to say I hope you have a good Christmas if you celebrate, and a good New Year's too. If you're watching this in the future, or years down the line or something, then I hope your 2022 holiday season was good. I'm about to go AFK while I eat dinner, but before I go, because I'm going to be smithing, it's going to like mess with my XP per hour. So before I go, I just want to show you today at Giants Foundry, this is like 6.5 hours of Foundry. I did manage to average over 200k XP per hour, which is surprising to me. I honestly thought I'd be getting like 160 or 180k XP per hour, so pretty happy with that. Like I was saying before, the full smith's outfit makes it so that you smith 1 tick faster on anvils, and I've never used this before. So I'm gonna be making dart tips. Let's see how fast this is. I don't even know how many ticks it is to... So I think this is now 4 ticks. So it's probably normally 5 ticks, and I think it's 4 ticks now if I'm counting this right. Spook's been mining a lot of amethyst in the background. Like, when I say a lot, I mean, I think she's done like 50 hours worth of amethyst mining. So that is a lot, but at the same time, you do kind of go through dart tips a lot faster than you would think. And at the moment, I don't know if I even have any addy darts besides what my blowpipe is filled up with. Well, here's all the darts I have in total. Mithril, iron, yeah, there's no addy here. So whatever my blowpipe has is all the addy darts that we have, which is 4.3k. I don't really use the blowpipe, like hardly ever at this point because I have a Bofa, but Spook uses the blowpipe a lot. And plus it'll be fletching XP for her. I have 99 fletching already, so it doesn't matter for me, but darts will help her too to get the fletching XP. And the reason why I have the bars in my inventory is because it's faster than using the bank. I know it is like an AFK thing, so like ticks don't really matter, but I just find it like easier than opening up the bank interface and searching for it every time, or I have to like make screen markers or whatever. So I just like doing it this way. Oh yeah, and you don't even have to click on the thing you want to make, which isn't a runelite thing. It's just a in-game thing. You just press spacebar and it makes the last thing that you just made. Here's a benefit of training smithing here. Wow. I'm about ready to go back to Foundry. I just wanted to show you the XP per hour I was getting. Doing just 1 bar at a time, in this case, addy dart tips. It's getting about 74k smithing XP per hour. Okay, another sword turned in, and that is 96 smithing. I really like that person's username. They just like me, for real, for real. Another sword turned in, and we have another smithing level, 97. You know what that means. What's up, guys? Happy Thanksgiving. I know the videos are pretty far behind, but we're streaming cooking right now. I'll show you what we're making. We got green bean casserole. We're making a Boston cream pie, which we've never made before. It seems kind of complicated, but not really. You have to make like 2 different cakes, and then we put like a layer of frosting in between them.
Oh, it's custard.
Oh, yeah. And then like smush them together, and then that whole outside gets covered with the filling stuff as well.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Oh yeah, the chocolate chips. And making some mashed potatoes and
soy curls.
Soy curls.
And gravy.
If any of you say this is RuneScape 4 or ask what my IRL cooking level is, you're banned. Okay, all the food is finally finished cooking. Lovely sous chef Cara to show it off. Green bean casserole. And then soy curls. Gravy for the biscuits and the mashed potatoes.
For everything, really.
Yeah, well, probably not for that. There's our Boston cream pie. Maybe I'll take a clip later when we bite into it. Or take a slice out. Biscuits, mashed potatoes. Oh, is that everything?
Yeah.
And we made this, I don't know if you want to call it like a fruit punch or a punch bowl kind of thing. It was raspberry Bacardi mixed with cranberry juice, pink lemonade, and black cherry sparkling water.
Yeah.
Here's the Twitch chat. Wow, look at that. Ooh. We'll save you guys a plate on YouTube. Thank you, Borat. Thank you. We just decorated like 2 days ago. Or do you want to check out our Christmas tree? You see right there. It's kind of annoying. It takes up a lot of space. I have to move all my workout equipment out the way. All my dumbbells and weightlifting machines.
Yeah.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Okay, nice. Here's the Boston cream pie. This is dangerous to do with one hand. Oh my god, that turned out really cool. Ooh. It's like 2 layers of cake with custard in between them and frosting on the outside.
Oh, it's not frosting, it's ganache.
Oh yeah, like
What is
eggplant, baba ganoush.
No.
We need people to help us with this cake. This is way too much. Like we shouldn't be allowed to have this. Like we're adults. It's crazy that we're just allowed to have this. If you make the joke that we're doing the cook's assistant quest, or if you make a joke that we can eat the cake in 3 bites, you're also banned. Crystal and bling. 98 smithing, which means there's only 1 level left to go. Oh wow, getting close to the 6-hour log. I'm having so much fun at Giant's Foundry. I keep wanting to call it Artisan's Workshop because that's what it was in like RuneScape 2, and this just reminds me of it a lot, like making the swords and stuff. When I wanted to go to the Anvil and Prif to go AFK like at the end of each day or whatever, before I was using the concave teleport to go to the POH. But now, because I recently got the Eternal Teleport Crystal, I can use the Prif Teleport on that, which is a bit closer of a teleport to the Prif Anvil than the Concave Teleport is. My god, dude, my mind is just moving extremely fast right now, because I have all these ideas of things to do after Max, and I was just kind of like rambling to Spook about it on Discord. And, well, you could read all of this here if you want. But I was just thinking after Max, what if I had like different mini-series within the series, but it would still be part of the group Ironmen series. So for example, say we go for the Wilderness Wards, I could call it Wilderness Ward Collection Episode 1, but then still have like the group Ironman number episode after it, so it's still like all part of the main series. But then we'd also have like another side series going, because you know a lot of YouTubers also have multiple series going at once. So then like the next video could be called Completing God Wars Episode 1, and then still have the group Ironman number, and then there could be like a random group Ironman episode, and then maybe the next one would be Completing God Wars Episode 2. But then that'd just be like a really generic title, and I don't know if that'd be a good idea to have a generic title. Although if it's only a few episodes long, then maybe like if it's only like 5 episodes, maybe it wouldn't be that bad. But if I didn't want to have a generic title, I'd have to call it like Trying Out This Zami Duo Method, Completing God Wars Episode 2, Group Iron number 160. There's so many possibilities of things to do. I don't think I would do it like that though. That's doing too much. I don't know. We'll see. I got plenty of time to think about it because we're still a decent ways off maxing. But at the same time, it's also going to be here sooner than I feel like. So, it's okay. It's all about the journey. Just enjoy the present. That's why they call it gift. No, that's the gifts are called presents. It's about bedtime for me, but before I go to bed and the XP tracker gets wiped, I just want to show my XP per hour from today, going back and forth between Foundry and the Anvil, where I was smithing either darts / the bolts. So this is the XP rate, 150k XP per hour. I'll be taking that into account tomorrow when I get 99 and figuring out how long I spent smithing this video. Well, that is the last sword I'm going to turn in. Maybe I could do one more, but I just want to make sure I get it at the regular Anvil instead of getting it here. So we're going to finish up this last bit just making addy dart tips. But before we leave, we have one last thing left to buy at the shop here. Oh my god, 42,000 reputation. I haven't checked this shop since we first got here a few days ago, but Colossal Blade is the last thing that I'm going to have to buy for the collection log. And in the minigames tab, you'll see Giant's Foundry is now green. And the Colossal Blade is a 2-hand weapon. I don't know if it's like the best item to use anywhere, but maybe if you're like some kind of restricted account or mid-level account, maybe it has its uses. And it's cool to walk around with it because you just drag the sword around, so look like an anime character or something with the oversized sword. Goodbye, Giant's Foundry. I don't know or don't think I'll ever be back here on this account, so see you later, boy. Okay, here we go. Let's smith the last dart tip for 99 smithing. Wow. Thank you. We got a massive party here of people showing up. Let's buy the skill cape from this from Thurgo. Red berry pie loving boy. 99k, I will pay you, and we now have the skill cape of smithing. With the smithing cape equipped, it lets the coal bag hold 36 coal instead of 27, and it also works as goldsmith gauntlets too, so you can just keep the ice gloves equipped. You don't have to switch back and forth between them and the goldsmith gauntlets if you're making gold bars at Blast Furnace. Oh yeah, she's from Oklahoma, by the way. That's why she dresses like that. So in the end, the GP I made from doing Foundry was, well, before I bought the cape, 8.6 mil. That's a really nice resupply to the cash stack. I do have a bunch of rune and dragon items I could alch, but I just don't feel like alching them. So it's nice we got a little something back here. And how many platinum tokens I have? I have like 6.2 mil worth. Okay, so the cash stack is going to be up to 14 mil. Nice. And here's the bolts, the addy bolts unfinished and the adamant dart tips unfinished, which I'm going to put all these into the group storage for Spook to help her work towards 99 fletching. And I guess save my mouse or my numpad a little bit of clicking too. Oh, and there's the 2 more group storage slots from getting 99 smithing. If we're going by an average smithing XP of 150k XP per hour, I gained 5 million smithing XP in this video, which means it was about 33 hours of smithing. I wasn't keeping track of the amount of reputation I was getting at Foundry per hour, but according to OSR's portal, it was about 2k rep per hour. And I trust the internet because everyone knows you can't lie on the internet. Look at the stats though. There's not exactly too many options left, at least in terms of like going on the road to max, just a bunch of grinds basically left to do. I guess the whole game itself is a grind, but you know what I mean, just like final stretches that are long grinds. I'll pick something out to do in the next video though. But anyways, we're wrapping up here. Make sure to check out my duo teammate SpookDog's channel, which is linked below in every video description. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.